What happens when a podcast meant to share relationship advice turns into a full-blown internet scandal? That's exactly what's happening with TikToker Sarah Kim and her husband, Andrew. Their podcast was supposed to be a fun way to discuss marriage, but instead, it's making people furious. The internet is convinced Sarah is carrying the entire relationship, financially and emotionally, while Andrew does the bare minimum. Is there truth to the backlash, or is this just another case of online overreaction? Let's dive in, because this drama is getting wild. Meet Sarah Kim. Sarah Kim is more than just a TikTok influencer. She's a hard-working woman, juggling multiple roles. By day, she's a corporate professional, handling the demands of a full-time job. By night, she's a content creator, building a strong presence on social media. And now she's stepping into a brand new chapter of her life, motherhood. Sarah has been with her husband, Andrew, for nearly 7 years and married to him for 4. Recently, she launched a podcast called At Home with Homegirl, where she and Andrew discuss their marriage, relationship struggles, and personal growth. At first, it seemed like an exciting way for fans to connect with them on a deeper level. But instead, their podcast has sparked major controversy. Clips from their episodes have gone viral, with people flooding the comments, urging Sarah to leave Andrew. Many believe she is carrying the relationship, both financially and emotionally, while Andrew is not contributing enough. The internet's reaction has been overwhelmingly negative, with viewers calling out Andrew's lack of effort. Some say the backlash is deserved, while others believe social media is blowing things out of proportion. But what exactly has people so upset? Let's take a closer look at the biggest issues that have made Sarah and Andrew the internet's latest hot topic: the internet's reaction and why people are mad. Social media users aren't just watching Sarah and Andrew's podcast, they're dissecting every word. And the verdict? A lot of people are furious on Sarah's behalf. One of the biggest complaints is that Sarah seems to be doing everything while Andrew contributes little. TikTok users have flooded the comments section with reactions like, "Sarah works a full-time job, makes content daily, is pregnant, and still has to deal with an unemployed husband? No way. How is she this successful while he sits around playing video games? The bare minimum is free and he's still not doing it." The way she talks about their relationship, it's like she's justifying his behavior instead of expecting better. A particular point of contention was when Sarah admitted that during Andrew's 2-year period of unemployment, she sometimes wished she had married rich. But her realization? I am the rich one. The idea that Andrew wasn't providing at all, even emotionally, rubbed people the wrong way. But is this still the case? Or is the internet clinging to old problems that Sarah and Andrew have already worked through? Marriage struggles, the red flags. People noticed. One of the biggest reasons why people are upset? The stories Sarah and Andrew shared make it seem like their marriage has been one-sided for years. The Marriage is Hard episode was a turning point for many viewers. In it, Sarah described how, early in their marriage, Andrew was glued to video games and avoided responsibilities. She would come home from a long day at work, only to find him still playing. This painted an unflattering picture, one that made people wonder if he ever truly supported her. But the biggest red flag for people was their discussion about finances. Sarah is a high achiever, someone who's always thinking ahead, about savings, retirement, and financial security. Andrew, on the other hand, admitted that his mindset was much more relaxed. As long as I can pay rent next month, we're good. That kind of attitude didn't sit well with people, especially considering Sarah's ambitious nature. To many, it seemed like Sarah was constantly asking Andrew to step up, but he just wasn't meeting her halfway. So, does this mean Andrew is lazy? Or is this simply a case of two people having different views on life and money? The internet's verdict: does Andrew even try? If there's one thing the internet hates, it's a man who isn't pulling his weight in a relationship, and Andrew has become the latest target. People believe Sarah's podcast clips reveal a pattern. She keeps giving, and Andrew keeps taking. Some even argue that the podcast feels like Sarah is begging for him to change. Comments like, "She's saying all the right words, but you can hear the exhaustion in her voice." Andrew keeps trying to reframe the narrative as Sarah loves to provide. No, Andrew, she has to. If you need to have this many conversations about financial security, something isn't working. Many also feel that even though Andrew reportedly has a job now, it took too long for him to take initiative. And that, at its core, is what frustrates people. Sarah had to struggle and overextend herself while Andrew had the luxury of figuring things out. But is this a fair assessment? Or is it possible that Andrew is trying, but the internet refuses to let go of his past mistakes? Where do they stand now? At this point, it's clear that Sarah and Andrew's podcast has accidentally turned into a relationship case study. But where do they actually stand today? For those who only watch the viral clips, it might seem like Andrew is still unemployed and unmotivated. But based on their full discussions, that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, Andrew revealed that before they decided to have a baby, he secured a well-paying job and started working on his financial habits. Sarah has also acknowledged that their differences in financial priorities were a real struggle, but they've been working on aligning their goals. Even Andrew admitted, "I realized Sarah needed more security than I was giving her. I want to grow in this area." So, does that mean the internet got it wrong? Not exactly. Many still feel that Andrew should have stepped up sooner and that Sarah deserves someone with the same drive as her. But ultimately, it's their marriage, not the internet's. Now, the real question is, will this drama blow over, or will their podcast continue fueling the controversy? So, what do you think? Is the internet being too harsh on Andrew, or does Sarah deserve better? Their podcast was meant to be an open discussion, but it's only sparked more debate. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest drama. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.